the good news that I have for you today, coming right across from the continent.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Now, on good news today, we're looking at the first thing we're looking at is Bboxx. Bboxx. So it's Bboxx. Bboxx. Now, Bboxx is all about clean energy. It's about transforming lives and unlocking potentials. And we know that I've given a lot of stories about clean energy issues here on the continent. And one thing that Bboxx is looking at is the fact that, look, if we can tap into the clean energy sector, we'll be able to transform lives. We'll be able to change how people do things. We can actually save lives because, when you're not using clean energy to do anything, your health suffers as a result of that. Now, you'll be saving the lives of the people as well. Also, you tend to bring an efficient way, and then clean energy is the new order of the day. I mean, not to talk of the fact that we have certain countries and certain places here on the continent that when you talk about reliable electricity, I'm sorry, it's not something you can vouch or put your hand together for because, there are a lot of load shedding, power issues, fluctuates. There's always a problem with power in certain countries. And if you're running a business in such a country, just imagine how difficult it's going to be. You're going to be inefficient because if you have to deliver something at a certain point in time and then the power keeps cutting or going off, how are you going to be able to do the delivery? All of that becomes a problem. It becomes difficult for you to actually be able to grow your business, to even serve your customers well, to be able to earn profits for you yourself. So Bboxx is coming, like the name, it's like a box. It has this blue B sign on it, and it connects you to power. I think we spoke about brick some time ago, but this connects you to power as well. They're looking at the clean form of power. So if you're looking at saving health, you're looking at being the chest region, your handy smoke or other, you're looking at the fact that environmentally you're saving the system because, look, if we're not using charcoal, then nobody's going to cut down trees. So then that is a good thing. Nobody's going to have to burn the trees. And then as we're planting more and nobody's cutting, that is afforestation. And that is saving the environment. So it's like a chain reaction. One good work actually solves a lot of problems. Now, one other thing Bboxx also does as a company is also the fact that they design, they manufacture, they distribute and actually fund decentralized energy solutions. So it's not just about the fact that, hey, we are here, we can do it. Now, if we come to your country and you also have an idea of, okay, maybe this is what I've been experiencing, this is what I've been trying, and it's working for me, or I think it's going to help, they could actually help you fund it. They could also help with designing, manufacturing, all of that. So you can join on board with Bboxx wherever you find yourself. If you feel you're in a place that needs clean energy, efficient clean energy, then Bboxx is here for you. So you can check them out. Bboxx is Bboxx. Bboxx. So Bboxx.com. And then you'll be able to join them, talk to them, find out what's happening, see how they're safe, see the impact and the things they have actually been able to do. One thing they believe is the fact that, hey, if we're trusting and the people are trusting us, then we can actually open up together. And they started Bboxx in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the year 2017. Look, this is dedicated to transforming lives. So if you're on board this, I want to change the story here. I want to change this. I want to bring this impact. And you can start here with Bboxx. Go look them up, see if you can work something out with them and get clean energy into your neighborhood. Now, the next good news story that I have for you is actually coming from Madagascar. I'm talking about Sanya. So, for my two studio guys, when I say Sanya, it means another thing. But here in this story, Sanya is not what they understand. So, Sanya happens to be the name of an ed tech. It's a startup, and it's providing quality training in Africa's digital sector. Now, we keep complaining there's no jobs. We need jobs. Creates jobs, makes jobs. One problem with that is sometimes the jobs are created, but then the demand of the job, you don't have an equivalent when it comes to the talent in the market space. Some of the people don't have the needed talent, the needed skills, the needed qualification to actually apply for some of the jobs that have been created for them. So then that is where Sanya comes in. So Sanya ensures that, look, we're going to connect you, but we can't just throw you in there and connect you to a job that you're not qualified for. So then we're going to actually equip you We're going to train you. Quality training is what Sanya does, so that the demand for talented individuals, the demand for skillful, the demand for professionals is actually being met with the talent they are bringing out there. And I feel this was a great thing, because it's different from the whole narrative where we're talking about, oh, let's create jobs, the government create jobs, the people create jobs, always. They notified and realized that, okay, job creation is indeed an issue, but then is that the only one? No. Are the people meeting the necessary requirements? Let's do something about it. And that is when Sanya decided to step in. So it was launched in 2018, and they are aiming to provide quality training so that they can actually bridge the gap in the digital sector here on the continent. And they didn't come empty-handed. They actually did come with big dreams and big ideas. They're hoping that by the year 2024, Sanya aims to have been able to enable 8,000 people in Africa to enter the digital industry through their training programs. Look, everything has gone digital now with COVID-19, and except that you don't really know the technical know-how, you don't have the skills, or you're just staying behind, you'll just be left behind, because technology keeps moving and sweeping over in new waves every time. So it's good to adapt, adjust, and learn. And sometimes getting the opportunity to learn is a big deal. So Sanya, as they have made themselves available, you can get on board the platform. You can just search for sanya.com. When you get on sanya.org, when you actually get there, you can apply for whatever course or whatever skills you want to actually be trained in. You do apply for digitally. Then after you're done, they can connect you to a place to get work. You don't necessarily have to stay that, hey, whether come rain or shine, this is why I will sit there like that. The world is changing. Please, let us learn and try and change with the world as well. If not, we'll be left behind. And ego, like we say, ego over you. Please don't let it over you. Sanya is here to offer you a new opportunity. So thou shalt not let it over you. Let Sanya take over and then move on to the new phase and make good use of technological skills and the learnings you get from Sanya. Well, that's all we have for you for good news.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share.